Hello Star Wars The Old Republic players, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to give you a recap of all the things that went on this new update that released today, 7.5b, as well as give you an update on some things about the upcoming update 7.5.1 that Keith talked about in a new article today. The update will be talked more in detail on July or August in a live stream. He didn't specify yet which of those 2 months, but it's going to be between those 2 months, the next live stream. He also mentioned that this live stream will be the first one to have Twitch drops. So there will be things to obtain while you watch this live stream on Twitch. So stay tuned for that if you like having those exclusive items. I'll keep you posted when we get a full official date. And he also mentioned that on this 7.5.1 update, we will have new day-night missions. He mentions missions, which means it's going to be more than one, and it will be the start of Galactic Season 7. Now, my suspicion about this update is that it would likely start on August, because the current Galactic Season still has about 30 days or so that's still going to be active during the month of July, and around August or September, we would have a brand new Galactic Season to grind. Now let's talk about Game Update 7.5b, which came out today, and it actually came out with a couple of cool new things. But first I want to quickly mention some important bug fixes. These particular ones are on the story. One of them, for example, was a problem where in one of the cutscenes with Sahar, she would wrongfully accuse you of a choice that you did not make in the story, and that has been fixed, so she will no longer confuse your choice that you made in the story regarding what planet you chose to go to in one of the missions of Hada. However, if you already did that story, your choice is not bugged. It was simply that cutscene specifically that was bugged. Another noticeable thing from the story bug fixes is the fact that the jetpack that you use at the end of the story will now deactivate. Before, it would stay on for long or never deactivate or take too long to deactivate. It should now properly deactivate. And lastly, I know this one impacted a lot of people, was the shadowy effect on some armors, where the armor was too black, a mess of black textures. This happened a lot with Honorable General or Underworld Boss type of dies. That has been fixed. Noticeably for me, it was on the Exile Padawan armor set. So if you had issues with that set, that's fixed. And pretty much all the other ones I had issues with that weird shadowy effect, it has been fixed as well. They also improved how to level up B3S1. The things that you have to collect should now be easier to get the specific ones you want. And I'll be posting you, of course, the article and the patch notes right here in the description, so you can check out anything specific that you might be looking for. Going on to the Cartel market, we have a brand new armor inspired by the Acolyte. These are the Jedi Goldenish robes, which is called the Devoted Disciple armor set. Now this set is very interesting because again it plays around with hoods where you can actually see your hair in this hood as well. But not only that, they also offer a more traditional hood where your hair is hidden, but you can't see yourself bald, but you can't see yourself bald, which is great. So if you want something more traditional, more hidden on your face, then you have that option as well. And this armor set can also be used without a hood, because both hood pieces are a helmet piece instead of part of the armor, which again is a really great feature. Personally, I love this armor set without the hood. I think it has a lot of potential. The gauntlets, I think, for example, are really cool. I think you can probably play around with some of your other sets with some of these pieces and create your own Jedi unique look. I'm not too keen on how it dies on some of my favorite dies like the Honorable General and Underworld Boss. I don't think it dies as well on those, but on the black die, I think it looks amazing. And I think you can probably play around with this set to make it Sith if that's what you prefer as well. In addition to that, we have a brand new lightsaber, the Devoted Disciple, which matches with the armor set as well. There's the traditional lightsaber, you can see how it looks. And you also have a dual saber version of the same saber as well. So I'm showing you how it attaches. This doesn't go in the back, goes on the lower part. And lastly, we also have a brand new hair. And this hair works for both female and male, just like the previous one, which is great. Here's showing you a preview with a male character. I think this is a really great hair in the sense that there's so much texture, there's so much details, lines mixed up. The only thing I would advise you is that to be aware that it may clip the little bit of the back of the hair on some armor, so you have to stay alert on which armors you normally use and preview it before you make a decision. Next we have the nightlife event. It is confirmed to be on July 9th. Like I mentioned previously, it's going to have a brand new helmet in the Emperor's Machine, which basically resembles an X-Wing type of helmet. Looks pretty cool. But not only that, there's going to be some visual upgrades to Nar Shaddaa, and the very first start of this visual upgrades to Nar Shaddaa will be the slot machines. As you can see here in this image, this is how the new slot machines look. So it's going to be a little bit of a refreshing experience to play the nightlife event, as the gambling machines will not look the same. They also added new dies on the golden certificates vendor, which is part of the event. Here I'm showing you both dies. This is the double agent die model. As you can see, it's a bit of a red mixed with black, but that's a bit more grayish black, more bluish gray black. It's a bit softer. And then there is the Shady Gambler die model, which basically it's golden yellow. If you want to be shiny, this is the die. I actually like how this one looks on the Exile Padawan. Looks interesting enough. On the other sets I'm previewing here, it looks very too much yellowish for me. But I think that will depend, of course, on your armor sets. So I would say play around and combine with them. So yeah, it's nice to have some new additions to the golden certificates. I don't think there's any more additions coming to this vendor specifically. So stay tuned for that, and that's a wrap on everything we know so far coming on Star Wars The Old Republic. And you can check out the new Cartel Market stuff right now in the game. See you next time!